Obesity is not a new health concern, but obesity in children is a growing issue. Obesity is defined by the World Health Organization as abnormal or excessive levels of fat accumulation that may impact on health. For children living with obesity at a young age, it makes them vulnerable to childhood bullying from their school peers for being different, for being overweight, and other parents in their judgments for their overweight, obese status, and self-belief that they are different, that they are fat and not like everybody else, that they can't be pretty unless they're skinny. Stigma is a judgment or opinion held about an individual or a group. Stigma negatively portrays a person. It is the mark of shame or discredit and is an identifying mark or characteristic against a person. The stigma related around childhood obesity is all negative, and although it is an issue to be addressed, when talking about it, people need to be considerate and acknowledge where these people are coming from, as they may have had a disorder or gone through something negative in life, or they may be trying really hard to fix their situation. Stigma can significantly affect child health by impeding or dividing child health and development outcomes and pathways. When a child suffers from obesity, the parents also face stigmatization as they are blamed for their child being the way they are, that they are the reason behind the problem and looked at as if they have failed at being a parent or teaching their child how to eat properly. Facing this sort of stigma every day has crucial negative effects on the child or parent's mental health and self-worth. It has detrimental effect on a person's self-esteem. Through studies, it has been found that there is a modest relationship between obesity and low self-esteem in children. When a person is exposed to stigma and is constantly reminded every day through the actions and words of others, they may begin to believe this stigma and begin to self-stigmatize and look at themselves as being something negative. This can have harmful effects on the way a child participates within a schooling environment, how they make friends, or socially isolate themselves. This negative impact at such a young age can have devastating effects as the child gets older on their mental health and their self-perception. Studies show that overweight and obese children who are victimized because of their weight are more vulnerable to depression, anxiety, lower self-esteem, and poor body image. In addressing the issue of childhood obesity and stigma, it is important to be aware of words and how large of an impact words can have. Don't reduce people to a diagnosis or a stereotype. Correct people who use hurtful language to describe others in offensive or negative ways. Through educating children that stigma and discrimination is a negative and hurtful thing to do, we can reduce the amount of bullying that occurs in schools for overweight and obese children.
Created using Powtoon.